interesting tradition. It's always nice to have flowers around for it. And besides just green, one of my favorite colors that goes along with green is purple. And so I chose to add that to the palette this week because it just adds that little extra touch, but it doesn't take away from the green at all. So the flowers that I chose today are green spiders. They have this great neon color that you can't really find in a lot of floral. So I think the neon's one of my favorites, and I just pull off the little nuts when I get them. I have purple liatris and a cup of purple, and some nice foliage. Green hypericum berries. Dianthus green trick, which I think is the most important varietal for St. Patrick's Day, and aspidistra. So my glosses for today, I actually decided to do two of the same gloss, but try to show you how you can use the same gloss in two different ways. So the first way, just kind of the more expected way of the two for a tall vase, is to make a tall arrangement. So first off, I want to use this nice greenery because it adds such a good texture and it's going to complement the liatris that I'm using. So to do this, I'm going to take off some of these leaves. And I'll just cut this to the height that I want it. There we go. And I want this to just be kind of at an angle. It's going to be more of an accent than anything else in the arrangement. Just adding little touches. Here we go. Little soft touches. Then I want to add my liatris. Liatris is also a great dried flower. So after things start to fall off and stuff, you can take off the little leaves and you can use them as a dried arrangement if you'd like. And these I'm going to offset to the greenery. It's one of my favorite techniques because it just makes the flowers stand out more and it stops the greenery from looking like filler. It gives it its own unique purpose in the arrangement, which is really important. A lot of times I'll do this as a more structural piece, where the liatris is in one big clump. But there's such a soft varietal, and for this one I just want it to be a little bit more organic, kind of flowing out from the vase. And this is just such a nice accent to all the green St. Patrick's Day colors that we see. There we go, that's nice. And then for good measure, I'll add some hypericum berries. I always like having something that's a little bit taller and then something that's just the focal in the arrangement. And these hypericum berries are going to be my focal. It's the thing that attracts your eye to it. Now certain flowers are focal flowers, but other floral can be made into focals by just adding a grouping of them, using a mass group of something. For instance, carnations might not seem like a focal, but if you put them in one big ball, they definitely are. Hypericum, the same way. Here we go. Just a nice grouping. I like to take off any leaves that I don't like as well. Here we go. And now, we'll venture into a little bit less of a traditional way to do a tall arrangement. For this, I want to start with my dianthus nothing better at St. Patrick's Day than having something that's super lush like the green grass in Ireland. It's just so reminiscent of exactly what you would want to be seeing. So I'm just taking off all these little leaves and kind of just cutting the stems so they're ready to drink. And then I'll do my spiders last, because these like to open up, and the dianthus doesn't need to open, so it's a great way to help them shine out a little bit. Cute. Now, a lot of people are against mums, which, you know, it happens. Some mums aren't the most beautiful, but these green ones, there's nothing quite like it. They just have that pop and they're long lasting. It's just the perfect way to add that little bit of spunk and spark to your arrangements. But while still not taking away from the contrast of the green tray. There we go. I just got one more. And as you can see, since we've done these vases in these arrangements in such a different way, they actually look good together, even though they're so different. It's just a great way to have that little bit of contrast. So I hope you guys have a